I love line deliveries like that. Alrighty. Can you guess what my favorite one was? Hey you! I hope you're having a wonderful Valentine's Day. Today, we will be reviewing My Bloody Valentine. It's got Jaime King and that jerk Dean Winchester. We open with some exposition. In a mine in Harmony, a small inbred mining community, we see Tom, played by Dino, who forgets to bleed the lines, causing an explosion. A co-worker, Harry Warden, is trapped along with other workers in the mine. In order to save himself, Harry kills the other miners with a pickaxe, and when finally rescued, he is found in a coma. Fast forward a year later, and Harry awakes from his coma, killing multiple people in the hospital and then fleeing. Sheriff Burke and other law enforcement arrive and gift us some glorious lines. Like, for example, this is an actual line, okay? Who did this? It was Harry Warden. Harry Warden's in a coma. I guess he woke up. I personally love line deliveries like that. I love it. It's like when you're watching a medical drama and they're like, I'm sorry, but we couldn't save him. I love it. I love line deliveries like that. Anyway, down at the mine where the explosion happened, teenagers are partying. Tom is there with his girlfriend Sarah, played by King, as well as other friends Irene and Axel. As Axel and Irene head into the mine, Sarah is a super supportive partner to Tom and is like, you know, you don't have to go in there if you don't want to because, you know. But Tom also wants to be a supportive partner to Sarah because she wants to be there. And he's like, no, it's okay. You know, I'll go in there because, you know, I love you. Cheers. Sarah heads into the mine as Tom heads back to the truck to retrieve the ever-forgotten beer. Harry shows up dressed in mining gear and a gas mask and kills a teenager right in front of Sarah. She runs away, coming across many other dead bodies. Axel grabs her to hide with him and Irene. And once they get a chance, they run out of the mine. But just then, Tom runs into the mine and is cut off from exiting the mine by Harry. Tom is forced to retreat into the mine as Harry follows. As Harry has Tom on the ground, ready to axe him, Sheriff Burke arrives, shooting Harry in front of Tom. Harry runs deeper into the mine as Sheriff Burke follows him. 10 years later, Axel is now sheriff, and he says that Valentine's Day is a stupid holiday. I don't think Valentine's Day is a stupid holiday. Sarah is now married to Axel, and Axel is having an affair with Megan, Sarah's co-worker, at the grocery store. We see Axel and Megan after their afternoon delight at Axel's dad's old rundown house in the middle of the woods. Megan gives him a box of chocolates and a card that reads, "Be mine forever." And she also reveals to him that she's pregnant. Tom arrives back in town to sign the papers. He's selling the mine, you see. His family owns the mine, you see. Tom checks into the Thunderbird Motel, where he's greeted by the cutest little Frenchie Lewis. Look at the little baby. On his way to his room, Tom walks past old friend Irene doing the deed with some trucker dude. Enter Tom's room where we see him take some sort of pill. After Irene discovers that some trucker dude was filming their romantic encounters, she follows him out into the parking lot all naked to retrieve the tapes. Just then, some trucker dude is killed by a guy wearing mining gear and a gas mask, and then chases after Irene. Irene is killed and Axel responds to the motel, finding the camcorder that some trucker dude was using. I don't know what happened to Lewis, but let's just hope that he's okay. Tom goes to the grocery store to see Sarah. We learn that he just vanished after the Harry incident. Can you imagine seeing a face like Jensen's at the grocery store? His face. That face is not a double take face. That's a triple take face. That's a, I don't need to go down that aisle, but now I need to because you went down that aisle face. That's a, I'm not stalking you. I go to this cashier all the time face. At the PD, Axel reviews the footage and sees the killer. It seems that Harry Warden has returned. At home, Axel confronts Sarah about Tom being the love of her life. She denies this, and while Axel is still reviewing the tape from the motel, we see Tom through Irene's window. For today's intermission, I thought that we would do something that a lot of people are doing on Valentine's Day. Card making! And to make it a little more sultry, I thought we would do blindfolded card making. But as I don't have a blindfold, we'll be using this toque. All right, here's the vision. I'll put it somewhere over here. Here's the vision, okay? Take it in. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking a square red card with rounded corners and a white field with scalloped edges and a pink heart in the middle and the words "Be Mine Forever." I'm gonna put the red and then the white and then the pink. Put on my toque here. That's not gonna work with my hair. It's not gonna work with my hair. All right. Here's the scissors. I'm gonna try to remember to keep things in frame. Here's the red piece of paper. Is that about halfway? Well, we could fold it even more. Ah! Rounded edges. Got that part. Got the white part now for the scalloped edge. Guess I'll try to measure it because I don't know how big it should be. If I turn this around. Oh my gosh, I hope this is in frame. Did that. It's not opening. Scalloped edges. Oh, I forgot tape. Shit. I cheated a little bit and went to go get tape. Sorry. Now we have the pink piece of paper. Again, I don't know how big this should be. Got the tape here. Classic loopy loop. That. Oh, that's the heart. So this is the one, right? Yeah. That there. Another tape. Put on there. Heart. There. Okay. And then I need my Sharpie. The heart is right here, so I can't do handwriting very well, so I'm just gonna do block letters. B, E, N, T, forever. Alrighty. Oh, I don't want to get... Got it. Here's the card. Ta-da! Let's see what we got. Oh my. Well, the writing's not that bad. And the heart is not that bad. The scalloped edge is terrible. It's kind of cute. Welcome back. There's 5 kinds of chocolates in here. Milk chocolate caramel, milk chocolate strawberry cream, dark chocolate orange cream, milk chocolate cocoa truffle, dark chocolate caramel. Let's have my favorite one. Can you guess what my favorite one was? The strawberry cream. The next morning, Tom goes to talk to Sarah. He apologizes for how he left all those years ago. Sarah expresses that everybody depends on the mine, but Tom thinks that it's not his responsibility. Tom goes to the mine to see Ben, the mine manager. Tom goes down the mine with the guy bleeding lines on 3. They go down in the mine, and the guy bleeding lines on 3 calls Ben to come and meet Tom. The killer arrives and locks Tom in a tool crib and then kills the guy bleeding the lines on 3. A group of miners rush in to find Tom trapped and the killer is gone. At the hospital, Tom is getting a few stitches, Sarah is handing out chocolate, and Ackles is there to question Tom. All come together uncomfortably and Ackles asks Tom what he was doing at the mine. Tom says that he was at the mine because he was going to tell Ben that he's decided not to sell the mine. Ackles is suspicious of Tom, but Tom insists that it was Harry who killed the miner. Then we learn that 10 years ago, Ben and the sheriff at the time killed Harry, and they covered it up. So, if Harry is dead, then who is the killer? Tom goes to the mine to try to find Harry and stumbles upon Ackles' dad's old, abandoned, decrepit run-down house in the woods. You know, where Megan and Ackles hook up. And back at the police station, Ackles and his co-workers are trying to find intel on the case. They're calling around and requesting reports and whatnot. And there's something in the scene that really bugs me. One of the police officers says something like, I know it's a lot of candy boxes to track down because the killer, you know, uses candy boxes and whatever. Chocolate boxes, like the chocolate box that I just showed. It's not candy. It's not candy! It's not candy, it's chocolate. It annoys me. I don't know why it annoys me so much. I'm pretty sure definition-wise, chocolate is considered candy, but it's not candy, it's chocolate. Even on chocolate bars, they put candy bar. It's not candy. Later that evening, Sarah and Megan are at the grocery store closing up. They hear a strange noise, and then the lights go out, and then the killer shows up. Classic horror movie trifecta. The killer attacks them both and they lock themselves in the manager's office. As Harry tries to get in through the door, they activate the alarm and Megan unlocks the security grate on the window. She climbs halfway out just as Sarah senses that something is wrong and she tries to pull her back in. The killer made his way outside and pulls Sarah out of the window. Axel arrives just then and he and Sarah find Megan's body in the alley with the words "Be mine forever" written in blood above her. And we also learn that Sarah knew about Megan and Axel's affair. Tom calls Sarah and says that he wants to show her something. Sarah is driving with Tom when Axel calls her. Axel has received the much-awaited report on Tom. Axel says that Tom has been in a mental institution for the past 7 years, and he tells her to get out of the car and go to his dad's old place. Tom tries to convince Sarah that Axel is the killer, and Sarah grabs the wheel, crashing the car, and she runs off into the woods. She makes it to Axel's dad's old place, and she finds the card that Megan gave Axel, along with a variety of different chocolate boxes. The killer shows up, and she runs off to the mine where everything went down. Sarah, Tom, and Axel all end up in the mine, and Sarah takes Axel's gun off of him. She is unsure of who to shoot because both men are trying to convince her that the other one is the killer. Oh, to have two men fight over me and try to convince me that the other is a crazed masked killer. Axel finally gets tired and says just to shoot them both. And Tom is like, whoa, what? What? Whoa, what? Tom then outs himself when he reveals the words that were over Megan's dead body, for Sarah never told him about Megan. Suddenly, Tom sees Harry in the distance, walking towards them. Tom begs Sarah to shoot Harry as Harry comes face to face with Tom. Harry disappears and we realize that Tom is a cray-cray. Insert flashback montage. We see Tom doing all the killings, finding the pickaxe and the gas mask, and you know, all that. Sarah ultimately fires the gun at the tanks near Tom, causing a massive explosion. Rescuers arrive and get Sarah and Axel out, and Axel tells his partner that Tom is dead. However, a rescuer finds Tom still alive. Tom kills him, and using the rescuer's suit, Tom exits the mine undetected. Today's credit shout out is key hairstylist Deborah Dietrich. Well, I love me some Jensen Ackles, and I love me some Valentine's Day horror movies. I'm always up for a movie surrounding a holiday. This movie's got a good amount of gore, and this movie was also in 3D. I don't know if I mentioned that. I don't think I did. And is there anything more scary than something near your eyes? I remember watching this in the theater being like, and I love cheesy lines and cheesy line deliveries. Cheese and chocolate makes for a good movie. And I'll give it a box of strawberry cream chocolates out of 3 plaid shirts.